is impossible. Theory of relativity, Libby confirmed. It has a certain beauty to it, but it's a bit constraining if you actually want to go places. I'll say. Paul was telling me that one of the girls he studied with at your Open University, Lynn somebody, actually understands the theoretical underpinnings of early Drazen jump drives. But when she wanted to get a job teaching at an Earth University, they wouldn't even hire her as an assistant because they don't recognize your accreditation. The librarian on Far Station who handles administration for our Open University network did entertain an accreditation delegation from Earth some years ago. Unfortunately, talks bogged down over the delegation's insistence that we replace proficiency testing with a numbered system of prerequisites. Libby broke off her explanation and said, "You asked me to tell you when Clive arrived." "He's here? Great. Maybe he can help me figure out the point of the crossword puzzle title." Kelly went to her office door and swiped open the lock that she only engaged during important meetings or when filing her weekly report. She stuck her head out and scanned the reception area, but Donna had already headed home for the weekend, and Clive was nowhere to be seen. Then she heard voices coming from Daniel's office and went to investigate. "Ambassador, come in," Daniel said, beckoning her into the small room. "Clive was on his way to see you, but I hijacked him to show off my new nameplate." "You've changed your name?" "My title," he said proudly. Kelly looked at the holographic nameplate on her junior console's display desk and realized that the junior was missing. "They promoted you without telling me?" she asked in surprise. "Well, not exactly," Daniel admitted. "I'm trying to be more proactive about my career." "But you know that the Stricts actually control promotions for all the higher-level EarthCent positions, and I doubt they're going to be influenced by your changing the title on your nameplate." "I had new business cards made, too," Daniel said, passing one to the ambassador. Kelly took the card and read, "EarthCent Consul, Daniel Cohan." The junior consul nodded happily. Do you think it's smart to hand these out? I always give you excellent evaluations, and I'm sure you'll get a promotion eventually, but I worry something like this could backfire." "Jeeves is the one who told me that if I wanted to get ahead, I should present EarthCent and Strix with a fait accompli. He's been studying diplomacy, you know." Kelly blinked, and then a smile spread over her face. "Fait accompli. Something that has already happened that you cannot change. That's 17 across." "You're going around with the Galactic Free Press crossword on your heads-up display again, aren't you?" Clive accused the ambassador. "You're going to trip over something or walk through an atmosphere retention field and wind up breathing vacuum one of these days." "I'm just trying to give Dring some real competition for a change. Besides, it's practically your fault. How did your name end up in the puzzle's title?" Clive shrugged. "Walter knows that I don't even look at the things. Blythe got annoyed when she saw it because she thinks he's making fun of me. Her theory is that he's implying that I'd start doing crossword puzzles if the hints were obvious enough." "I'm sure that's not it," Kelly said. "Crossword puzzle clues usually include misdirection and puns to make them more difficult. Just like you're the spy who doesn't hide his identity, Walter is probably pointing out that the hints for this week's crossword should be taken literally. The trick is that there isn't any trick, but that's exactly what it takes to confuse people like me who are expecting one." "Before you confuse me any further, let me tell you why I'm here. We just received word that another Galactic Free Press reporter on the Sharfhorton frontier has been kidnapped by pirates, and you told me you wanted to know immediately if it happened again." "That's the 4th one this year," Kelly said in frustration. "Libby, do you know anything about this?" "The kidnapping on the Horton frontier is technically outside of the tunnel network, but I have to say that it's the sort of behavior one would expect from pirates," the Strix librarian replied. Clive nodded his agreement. "Blythe has invited Chastity and her senior staff to dinner for a talk about whether it's really necessary to send reporters out there." "I can't imagine that Walter will take any interference from EarthCent intelligence lying down, but maybe Brenda will talk some sense into him," Kelly said. "Any chance you could invite Daniel along to represent the diplomatic service?" "I'll go anywhere if I can pass out my new cards," Daniel offered. "Busy day," Libby interjected brightly. "President Beyer just requested a secure channel to talk with you." "What time is it on Earth?" "Nearly midnight, but he's asking if you could spare him a few minutes. I told him you're with Clive and Daniel, and he said to bring them along."